What are the first aid kit that you will really need to be available? Sorry. What kind of first aid kit? What are the items inside the first aid kit that you need at home in case anything happens?
Look. Yeah.
Hi. Welcome. This is one of my first posts in this first aid series. Many times we hear and very often people say that it is very important for us to have a first aid kit, even at home. But having a first aid kit, what kind of first aid kit will you need is really mind-blowing. There are so many out there. Do you really need a big one, a small one, a portable ones, or something like this for your home? So I'm going to discuss today about really what you need, or probably what you will need to have to be safe at your home. Understanding that in Singapore especially, the emergency medical system is very, very efficient. They will be probably at your doorstep within the first 10 minutes after you make the call to 995. And many situations and many times you will find that you really just manage a simple stuff and the ambulance will arrive shortly after. But we must remember that there are conditions, there are injuries that will cause death within minutes. Example, someone who had stopped breathing and his heart had stopped pumping, we know that within the first 4 to 6 minutes, the patient or the victim brain cells will start to die. Now, what about trauma? Any traumatic injury, especially at home? What kind of traumatic injury that will cause death within minutes? And one of those that is really we have identified will be those massive bleeding, especially at the limbs. They are really preventable. They are what we call preventable death. So you should have something to be able to stop this massive bleeding as early as possible. And that is what we want to discuss today. What kind of first aid kit? What are the items inside the first aid kit that you need at home in case anything happens? And welcome, my name is Zainal. Welcome to my channel, and we're going to talk about first aid, be it at home, be it at anywhere else. So I myself, I'm an advanced care paramedic, and been 35 years as a combat medic, and I always carry a first aid kit somewhere. Okay, inside my car, I have my own first aid kit. Over here, I have my trauma pack, and this normally I use when I need to go for call, example like a ship call, where I need to carry something that is lightweight, but I do have everything with me. I have my tactical first aid, okay, over here, and I have my portable first aid. So I use this for my mountain biking, and I also use this for my to be at home. Okay, I also have one that is kept at home. And really, what kind of first aid kit that you will need to be at your home? Do you need a box? And some people, when they have a box, it is big enough to put in some other stuff. Example, your medications, your frequent medication that you take, they are also housed inside, so that they are consolidated. For me, I will place this inside one of the kitchen cabinet where all my family members learn about it. I bought this when I went for my Umrah with my family about 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago, in 2019, I believe. So I normally carry some first aid kit, but at that time I forgot to bring along, so I bought it over there. So you can see some of the Arabic words here. So I bought it in Mecca, and I found it very useful. So we will introduce to you what are the items inside, and probably what are the items that you really need to be at. Do you need a first aid kit, or even at home? yes, I would say you will need a first aid kit. So let us take a look at this first aid kit that I had introduced earlier. I had bought this when I was in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca, during my Umrah. So I find this first aid kit very intuitive, and it is much easier to use. But let us take a look, see whether we really need everything that is inside here. So this first aid kit, as you can see, it is already pre-packed according to its needs. So example number 1 is for small cuts and burns. Pack 2 is for medium cuts and burns. Medium cuts and scratches, severe bleeding, CPR, protection, and instructions. So on the other side, you will see that it is also labeled accordingly, and you can see a see-through plastic. Of course, some of the items I actually added in, items that I think I would need, especially when I'm out on the road. It also has a disposable forceps, which I think it is not much use. But on the other hand, when I think about it, probably there'll be some use of it. Especially, example, I want to make I want to use it as the windlass in improvised tourniquet, for example. But for cleaning wounds, well, probably I will just use my glove hands, to clean wounds. So let us take a look what are the items inside. Okay, packet number 1. As you can see, it is for small cuts and burns. So what they have inside, let's pull out this chlorhexidine sterile unicep. This is for cleaning wounds, small wounds, small cuts, and before I patch them up. So what do I have inside? I have, of course, a small piece of sterile gauze, different sizes of adhesive tape, adhesive bandage. I have alcohol swab, okay, to clean wounds also, and of course cotton buds. Alright, oh yeah, even small adhesive bandage, okay. But these are all for small cuts. They are not really for emergencies. Just small cuts, probably after you clean them up. Even though you got small cuts or accident at home where after a while the bleeding had stopped, well, probably you can just carry on with your work, unless it is big enough or you think that it requires stitches. Then probably you would rush to the clinic or hospital to get it stitched up. Okay, now let us take a look at the packet number 2. So for packet number 2, I have added on additional bandages. These are small roller white woven bandages, but the advantage of these bandages that I put inside, and originally that is already inside, is that it is elastic, so it can be used for multiple purpose. One of them is of course to stop even major bleeding. It comes in 3 different sizes, or actually 2 different sizes. Okay, I added this in. We have another eye patch. Okay, this is an eye patch. You can also use it to cover wound. Okay, yeah. Okay, of course we have alcohol swab. We will just go through everything first, then I will review and tell you really what are the items you need. If, example, you want to prepare yourself, the kind of bandages that you want or the kind of equipment that you want for emergencies at home. For severe burns, you can see that the bandages are now bigger. Okay, you can see larger bandages. They are also clip bandage, elastic, open woof, and it comes with a tape, adhesive tape. Next is the CPR breathing barrier. Right now, we encourage hands-only CPR, but they come with this face shield that you can place over the victim's mouth, so that you can do mouth-to-mouth ventilation. It comes with a one-way valve, so to protect yourself against any transmission of diseases. But nowadays, we encourage people to do, especially for someone that you do not know, to perform only hands-only CPR without the ventilation. Next item here, we have for protection. So they have a pair of gloves. Okay, they have a pair of gloves and also alcohol swab. They have a triangular bandage here. This is what came with the pack, and I added on another triangular bandage. Okay, added on another triangular bandage. Okay, you have safety pins of different sizes. You have an instruction booklet. Let us see whether it comes in Arabic or multi-language. So like I said, I bought this when I was performing my Umrah. So the first few pages, it comes in Arabic. Yeah. And yeah, unfortunately it all came in Arabic and there's no English. But let us just keep it here. And it comes with these disposable tweezers. Most of the time we use these tweezers to do cleaning of wounds. Okay, but I said, if let's say I'm doing it to someone that I'm familiar with, example my family members, probably I will not just use these tweezers. Probably I will just use my gloved hands to do the cleaning. But it is something that is good to have. Also, you can use this together with the triangular bandage, right? Perform your do your improvised tourniquet, and you can use this as a windlass rod. Okay, so looking at all these items, right? Really, what are the items that you will need will be, of course, a triangular bandage. Probably, if you want to do mouth to mouth, you want to have the CPR face shield. You need all the bandages. Whereas the rest of the stuff, probably it is just good to have, not meant for emergencies. Probably you want to clean wounds that are small enough and patch it yourself, and that's it, you carry on with your work. But otherwise, you may not need it in emergencies. What you will need in emergencies will be your crepe bandages, your triangular bandage, and probably your face shield. Okay? Yeah. So there are many. Probably you want to, if let's say you have any questions or anything else you want to add, some of the items probably you think that you will want to have inside your first aid kit at home. So do write in the comments below. And anything else that you want me to explain, do also write down in the comments below. Alright, and I will get back to you. Okay, and it is resealable. You can top up whatever items, or you can add on whatever items. You can buy them off pharmacy over the counter, and you can top it up. And of course, after use, you just pack it like this, place it here, and zip it up. For me, I have this habit, whenever there are two zippers like this, I would like to place them both in the center. I do not like to place them at the end. because I do not want to, in an emergency, right, to try to find whether it is on the right side, whether it's on the left side. So all I need to do is just go to the center in an emergency, and I know the zipper are there, the zipper pulls are there. I can just open it up. Okay. All right. Thank you.